Hi, y'all. Welcome to the Dear Jane series. Short 15 to 20 plus minute yoga flows combined with somatic release and resistance stretching that was put together for my friend Jane. However, this is applicable to all people, so please use it as you like and as you need. That being said, if you like this, you can always give at the Venmo in the link below. We are in the process of trying to make yoga and all these different healing modalities more accessible to all people. So that being said, let's go ahead and come into our practice. Let the crown of the head lift high to the sky. Seat is soft. Allow yourself to breathe all the way down and into your root, into your pelvic floor. Nice deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Pelvic floor lifts on the exhale. Inhale through the nose. Pelvic floor moves down towards the earth on the inhale. Exhale. Pelvic floor pulls up and in. Two more. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Big inhale. And exhale. Then allow yourself to come into some normal breath. So breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Bringing our bodies into a state of gratitude. We give gratitude to the universe. Just recognizing an energy that's bigger than us that we're still collectively a part of. We give gratitude to this earth. She reminds us that we live in a space of abundance rather than a space of scarcity. That we have everything that we need and that we ourselves are more than enough. We give gratitude to the indigenous people of these lands, the Salish, Kalispel, Kootenai, Pend Oreille, Blackfoot, Lakota, Little Shell, Walla Walla, and Nez Perce tribes. Reminding ourselves that gratitude for the people is just the first baby step in us coming into right relationship and doing the right thing. It goes thought, word, and then deed. We give gratitude for this practice. It reminds us that we as human beings are innately good. We're kind and honest, generous and just. We give gratitude to Black and Brown people as the original creators and sustainers of this practice. The space of ahimsa, also known as loving action. We give gratitude to our bodies and to ourselves, to our own ancestors and our own lineage, recognizing our and their trials and triumphs, traumas, tribulations, and transgressions, and holding ourselves responsible for how we choose to repair and restore from any damages that have been done in order to build a peaceful, loving, and liberated world for 7 generations and beyond. And if there's a person or persons, place or places that you'd like to dedicate your practice to, whenever you're tuning in, reminding yourself it can always be you. You can draw them into your mind's eye. Take a nice deep inhale and breathe them all the way into your heart center. And then on your exhale, send them love. When you're ready, you can slowly blink open your eyes and allow yourself to come back into your room and into your space. Kind of slowly glance around, noticing any detailing. And it's helpful, y'all, because last time I found a bunch of dirt underneath here, so I pulled the rug back the other day. I cleaned. I feel like my space is more thoroughly put together. Right, so there's teachings in all of this. So, and a deeper sense of awareness helps us find a deeper sense of empathy. So start to create some small circles on the front side of the sit bones to the back side of the sit bones. Heart and chest pull you forward. Low belly pulls you in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale out. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. 2 more. Inhale forward. Exhale back. And then bring yourself back to your center line. And same thing, opposite direction. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. 3 more. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Pull yourself back to your center line. Exhale into your seated cat. Inhale into your seated cow. Exhale into your seated cat. Inhale into your seated cow. You slowly keep moving through this. Exhaling. Low belly pulls up and in. Inhale. Pelvic floor moves down towards the earth. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards one another. Exhale. Inhale. Bring yourself back to your center line. Arms sweep up high overhead. Exhale, fold yourself down to the right. Inhale high, fold yourself down the center line. Inhale high, fold yourself down to the left. Inhale high, fold yourself down to your center line. Inhale high, fold yourself down to the left. Or to the right. Exhale down the center. Inhale up to the left. Inhale high to the center. Crawl your fingertips out. Engage your low belly. Let your pelvic floor pull up and in as you press down through your palms. Breathe into your shoulders and the upper part of the back. Slowly keep your heart and chest low and walk yourself over to the right. Let your heart turn towards the top of the thigh. Keep both of your sit bones and your cheeks down to the earth. And slowly walk yourself through your center. Same thing on that opposite side. Turn the heart and chest towards the top of the thigh. Breathe for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly walk yourself back to the center. Let yourself hang heavy in it for a moment. Engage the tops of your thighs. So your piriformis pull up and in on the low belly. And then release. Pulse up and in. Release. 2 more. Pulse. Exhale. Pulse. And then slowly pull yourself all the way up. Rock back on your seat. Same thing. Inhale, arms come high. You change up the cross of your legs. Let yourself fall to the left. Inhale to your center. Fall to the center line. Inhale up. Fall to the right. Inhale, center. Down to the center. Inhale up. Let the hands walk out in front of you. Breathe into your knees again. Squeeze the tops of the thighs. Maybe do a little shift and rock. Back and forth, side to side. Let your heart and chest walk over to the left. Lean into it. Breathe into the top of your right knee. Breathe into your feet and into your ankles. And then slowly walk yourself through your center. Same thing on that second side. Roll the heart and the chest in. for 3, 2, and 1. Then slowly walk yourself back to your center line. Drop into it. Inhale. Pelvic floor moves down towards the earth. Exhale. Pelvic floor pulls up and in. Inhale. This time as you inhale, pelvic floor moves down, but focus also on your heart and lungs as they lift. Exhale. Everything pulls back to your center. 2 more. Exhale. One more time. Big inhale. And exhale. Slowly walk yourself all the way up. Take the feet out in front of you. Press down through the soles of the feet. Fingers are looking back at you. Palms are face down to the mat. Press up through the heart and the chest. Big inhale here. And then slowly windshield wiper your knees back and forth, side to side. Just focusing any tension here. And then move really slow as you continue to press in through your feet, but don't lift through your hips. You don't need to bring your knees all the way down to the earth. Are you resisting more in one foot than the other? Inhale back through your center. Drop them over to that opposite side. Be mindful as you breathe deep for 3. Keep pressing through your feet for 2. Mindful of your knees. And 1, bring your knees back to your center line. Roll over your knees and ankles if knees and ankles allow. Meet in a tabletop. Exhale, pressing around and squeeze into your cat. Inhale into your cow. Sorry, I'll go ahead in here. Again, exhale, pressing around and squeeze. Inhale. Heart and chest pulls you forward. Exhale. I had someone recently comment that said, you need to tuck your shirt deeply, more deeply in. First of all, I don't know what the fuck that means. Tuck your shirt more deeply in. So you can see my body, or, because there was 2 parts in that video, I'm just gonna call this like it is, where I was in a tank and when I was in the top. Either way, I don't need you to tell me, right? Love to you all, right? But I don't need the feedback of you need to tuck your shirt in more deeply, right? And we don't need comments on the body itself, right? These practices are for you and for your own body. So tuck your shirt in more deeply, you know, as you're moving through your own practice. Exhale, pressing round and squeeze. Inhale, heart and chest move you forward. And then create the resistance where you try to pull the wrist towards the knees towards the wrist. Press and around. And then inhale. Heart and chest pulls you forward as you're still trying to pull the wrist to the knees to the wrist. Exhale. Pressing around. Inhale. Exhale, pressing around. Keep pulling knees to wrists, wrists to knees, and then inhale. Tuck your toes and send your hips back in high down dog. Check in with the hands, they're nice and wide on your mat. Check in with the elbows, points of the elbows turn to look back at you, eye of the elbow away. Move the shoulders away from the ears. Keep pressing into the palms. Engage your quads as you pull down through your heels. Hold here for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Walk your hands back to meet your feet. Quads are still engaged. Check in with your hips. You can start to bring some movement into your hips, moving from one side to the other, right? It can be slow, it can be fast. Check in with if one knee is knocked in or out. Breathing into the hips. And then Padahastasana, you're gonna flip your palms so you're stepping on your hands with your feet. If you're on your backs, you can just grab over the tops of your hands or the tops of your feet with your hands And you create that resistance, right, through your back by pressing down. Here we're creating the resistance by lifting up through the hips and pressing down through the feet, right? If you're on your back, you're pressing up through the feet, down with the hands, right? Here we're pressing down through the feet and up with the hands. Breathe into your hip space. Hold for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Slowly straighten through the legs. Come off of the feet. Bind your big toes with your 2-piece fingers. Pull forward through the skull, and then bend through the elbows as you put a little tiny bend through the knees, and you keep lifting through the hips and activating your quads. Breathe into the upper part of the back and the sacrum. Take your breath all the way into your pelvic floor and into the crown of the head. You're still grounding down through the feet, trying to lift through the toes. Or you're pressing down through the toes as you're trying to lift them with the fingers. Hold and breathe for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Release. Inhale, roll yourself up, vertebra by vertebra. Stand slowly as head comes all the way up to the sky. Inhale, arms reach high. Palms come up and overhead, and then exhale, let yourself come down and over the tops of the thighs. Inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, palms come down to the earth. You walk yourself all the way out and into your plank, and then drop down into your forearm plank. Big inhale. Activate the quads. Knees can have a slight bend in them as you're activating your quads, right? And you're stretching through your hamstrings here, the backs of the knees and the calves, but you're activating the front side of the body. Big inhale. Exhale, drop down through the knees, untuck the toes, press down through the feet as you pull back through your elbows, you pull forward with your hips, and you breathe into your heart and your chest, into your sphinx. Big inhale. Legs are active. Hold here for 3, for 2, and 1. Release. Head comes down towards the earth. Press into your palms and send your hips back towards your knees, child's pose. Breathe into your fingertips. Forehead comes all the way down towards the earth. Take a sway through your hips here, through your heart and chest. And slowly flop your hands back. Come off of your knees and shins. Come down and onto your seat. Extend your legs out in front of you. Move your seat back behind you. Sit up nice and tall. And take your hands out to the side and just slowly walk your fingertips out. You're activating your quads. You're pressing down through your heels. You're flexing your toes back in towards your face. And you're slowly pulling yourself over the tops of your hips. Put a slight bend in your elbows to pull yourself down a little bit more. You're still keeping the length in your spine. You crawl your fingertips out again, lengthening through the arms. You grip onto your mat or the floor underneath you. Legs are still active. You're activating your quads, flexing the toes back in towards the face, and you pull down through the elbows. Breathe into the upper part of the body. Crown of the head moves towards the feet. Crawl your fingertips out. Pull down through the elbows. Breathing into the back side of the body. Keep flexing your toes in towards your face. Pull your pinky toe in towards your face a little bit more. Hold. For 3. Maybe crawl out a little bit more and drop the elbows again for 2. Maybe you crawl yourself out a little bit more. You drop your elbows on 1. One more time, crawl the fingertips out. Drop the elbows. Quads are still active for 3. 2, 1. Slowly walk yourself up. Send your hips forward, soles of the feet plant. Roll down and onto your back. Fingertips reach for the back side of the heels. Use your elbows to pop your heart and chest up, and then ground down through the feet as you lift through your hips. Breathe deep into the base of the belly. Squeeze the knees towards one another, but you're trying to activate the inside of the thighs, so you're not really pulling the legs towards one another. You're keeping them hip width distance, so you're just creating that resistance as you pull and track the heels towards your shoulders and your shoulders towards your heels. Big inhale. Remember, you're squeezing the inside of the thighs rather than the outside of the glutes. Hold and breathe for 3, 2, 1. Slowly release. Pull the knees up into the chest. Give yourself one more big little hug. Big little. And then slowly release. Let the legs move all the way down to the end of the mat. Let the toes flop out to the side. Take one hand to heart, one hand to belly. The sacred light, the sacred feminine, the sacred masculine, and the sacred love in me sees, honors, and reflects. The sacred light, the sacred feminine, the sacred masculine, and the sacred love in each of you, the collective we in all of us. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today, everyone, and for joining me and trusting me with your hearts, spirits, minds, bodies, and souls. And when you do leave this space, be sure to go in peace and remember to serve love always, because love is the main ingredient and it's our only pathway to liberation. Thanks so much, y'all. And remember, anything that you'd like to say about body, it's for you to keep for yourself. Peace and love.